Eric Lloyd. Let go. I wanna be rich. Fuck all this bullshit. I'm tryna get rich. Take care of my family. I'm too legit to be on this bullshit. I need to get rich to show my greatness. So I wanna be rich. Fuck all this bullshit. I'm tryna get rich. Take care of my family. I'm too legit to be on this bullshit. I need to get rich to show my greatness. Lord knows a nigga been broke for too long. Steady smoking pounds of that motherfucking strong. Stay smoking weed just to keep me in the zone. My dad piling up just to knock me off the throne. I'm trying to buy a house but my credit is so blown. I need to get rich so that my kids can have a home. I'm steady on the job but I'm lacking with the funds. I'm always on the run just to keep up with the times. Why is it so hard just for me to live my life? Why we need to fight just to have equal rights? I need to play the game just for me to survive. If I had the bread, I would live an easy life. Fuck all this bullshit, I'm tryna get rich. Take care of my family, I'm too legit to be on this bullshit. I need to get rich to show my greatness. So I wanna be rich. Fuck all this bullshit, I'm tryna get rich. Take care of my family, I'm too legit to be on this bullshit. I need to get rich to show my greatness. I wanna be rich, I'm pretty legit. I'm fully equipped to get that bitch. I'm with the shits, I'm dedicated. I grind so hard to get my chips. I'm like LeBron, I want 4 rings. When you're on my team, it's guaranteed. I work so hard to be a king. I got no crown, I got no ring. I want to change the fucking game so that my kid don't live in vain. Erase the pain, let me explain. Pay off my debts, buy me a plane. Secure a house in East LA. Going on tour from place to place. Torching leeches about my face. Never forget to say my grace. As long as I stay in place, I am a king in my own way. I'm grinding now to take that game. I wanna be rich to change the game. I wanna be rich to live with fame. I will be a legend just one day. I wrote this song to rest my case. I wanna be a god like Kanye. I wanna be rich. Fuck all this bullshit. I'm tryna get rich. Take care of my family. I'm too legit to be on this bullshit. I need to get rich to show my greatness. So I wanna be rich. Fuck all this bullshit, I'm tryna get rich. Take care of my family, I'm too legit to be on this bullshit. I need to get rich to show my greatness. I'm so obsessed with the quest that it is so absurd. I hope I don't end up in the back of a hearse. I'm focused on my time that I had left on earth. I hope my mama never had to put me in the dirt. I'm contemplating getting a couple bitches, have them in the fucking kitchen and they cooking up their work. You think I'm tripping, but I am so disturbed. I'm fucking twisted, I'm so sadistic, but I'm a mystic. Just in case you missed it, pay attention, shut up and listen. I believe in God's high and mighty godly existence. Ayo, 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 ayo. Tryna get my money.
What's going on, everybody? This is Mother Loving Eric Lloyd in the building today. Now, let me just say, I did this at my normal time on Tuesday nights, okay, or Wednesday mornings at 1 a.m. I did the whole show, okay. Damn it, it went on for too damn long. Almost about 2 damn hours, okay? I come to look back at the shit after finishing the whole damn show. Come to find out my audio the whole time is completely fucked for a whole hour and 45 goddamn minutes of me spewing this raggedy ass energy, tired as hell. Come to find out, my volume is the whole live stream. So I was utterly pissed off. If you were here during the countdown, you would notice that, I'm like, yo, test, I'm trying to test the sound to make sure my shit is active. Because I'm telling you, I'm not going through that again. But we're here today to ask the question, is Kanye West really a genius? Or is the nigga just going crazy? Well, first and foremost, let's start by going over the definition of what a genius actually is. So, a genius is an exceptional intellectual or creative power, other natural abilities. Sorry, I can't read like a bastard. A person who is exceptionally intelligent or creative, either generally or in some particular respect. Well, going based on that understanding, someone who is, exceptionally intellectual, those who usually have vast minds, we usually think of a genius as somebody who, thinks of things that hasn't been created before. So, when it comes down to that, I would indeed consider Kanye West a genius. That's just my personal opinion. I believe he is a genius. So based on his actual work, he is a creative power. But if you're thinking in terms of that, I also would like to say, if Kanye West is a genius based on those specific terms, then I would consider my damn self a genius. Which also makes me feel like there's way more geniuses among us than we actually realize. Someone who is exceptionally intelligent, which I consider myself to be because I have knowledge of vast things. I can go in depth as I'm doing in these live streams, is going in depth about certain things that I'm actually fond of or that I like, that I know about. Same thing with Kanye West. The ability to think outside of the picture, but also think logically. Now, we are going to come to the conclusion in this show whether or not to come up to the conclusion if Kanye West is actually a genius or is he losing his nappy-headed ass mind. And for the most part, I personally think it's both. And I'm not the type to be like, oh, well, I think it's both, and you're going to have to take my opinion and shove it up your ass. No. I'm going to tell you what I think, and then I'm going to show you evidence as to why I think. So let's take a look at why we love Kanye.
Everybody wants to know what I would do if I didn't win. I guess we'll never know.
I guess we'll never know. Sorry for the long wait. My shit froze up and wouldn't allow me to unmute my goddamn self. So I gotta move very cautiously when moving shit around here, trying to conduct and produce my raggedy ass show. And let me just say, I cussed y'all motherfuckers out for no apparent reason because I was mad at my damn system, because it was acting like an ass. And if I had knew that this motherfucker was affecting my show, I would have shut that bitch down right then and there. I'm pissed. I put an hour and 45 minutes. This stream ain't gonna be that long. I'm just gonna tell you that. It might be an hour and 13, goddammit, but we are not crossing an hour and 45 minutes. You can kiss my ass goodbye if you think that. Okay, so let's go into another reason why we love Kanye, why the black community got so stronghold when it came to Kanye West.
The shape of the city has changed dramatically, tragically, and perhaps irreversibly. There's now over 25 feet of water where there was once city streets and thriving neighborhoods.
I hate the way They portray us in the media. If you see a black family, it says they're looting. See a white family, it says they're looking for food. And you know it's been 5 days because most of the people are black. And even for me to complain about, I would be a hypocrite because I've tried to turn away from the TV because it's too hard to watch. I've even been shopping before even giving a donation. So now I'm calling my business manager right now to see what is the biggest amount I can give. And just to imagine if I was down there, and those are my people down there. So anybody out there that wants to do anything that we can help with the setup, the way America is set up to help the poor, the black people, the less well off as slow as possible. I mean, Red Cross is doing everything they can. We already realize a lot of the people that could help are at war right now, fighting another way, and they've given them permission to go down and shoot us.
And subtle, but in even many ways more profoundly devastating, is the lasting damage to the survivors' will to rebuild and remain in the area. The destruction of the spirit of the people of southern Louisiana and Mississippi may end up being the most tragic loss of all.
George Bush doesn't care about black people.
Please call.
In the past few days,
everybody, it was dumbfounded. Michael Myers, like, I know this nigga did not just say this on national television. Chris Tucker's like, I know this nigga ain't say this shit on national television. You know, Chris Tucker got a high-pitched voice, so you understand what I'm saying. Everybody dumbfounded. That's why we loved him. He expressed how he felt, regardless of whatever the situation was. Standing up for black people. George Bush ass don't like blacks. The Republican Party never liked blacks. Okay? I'm going to show you another reason why us true Kanye West fans love Kanye.
Taylor Swift.
Thank you so much for giving me a chance to win a VMA award.
Yo, Taylor, I'm really happy for you. I'm gonna let you finish. But Beyonce had one of the best videos of all time.
That shit hit the new... bro, when that shit hit, it was like, I can't believe this ignorant black bastard and went up on the goddamn stage and talked to this white bitch of America and disrespected that bitch. I'm like, good, you damn right, Beyonce did have the best video, a bitch. I don't give a damn. Beehive back a nigga up or something. Beyonce did, but it was rude. Okay, she was an innocent young lady, but look at the plus side. It helped that bitch's career. Okay, Taylor Swift would not be in the same position, the superstar, icon, legend bitch that she is, if it wasn't for Kanye West saying, I'ma let you finish, I'ma let your ugly ass finish, bitch. But Beyonce, this black queen, the Illuminati, everything, okay, that bitch now had the best video. I just want you to know that and never forget it, okay? And you know Kanye West, what Kanye West was doing, he's trying to get in tight with Jay. He's trying to keep the relationship strong with Jay-Z. You understand? Jay-Z is a powerful son of my mother. And he can learn things from Jay-Z, which, of course, he did, as to why Kanye West is the richest man in the world today. That was beneficial for him. So, let's see what Kanye West did following the Taylor Swift debacle.
After the Taylor Swift moment happened, then all of America hate me. You know, everybody telling me, you shouldn't have ran on stage, you were rude. I did a personal exile to myself, and I went to Japan, and Virgil was my assistant and lead designer. Then we get the opportunity to go to Fendi. So me and Virgil moved to Rome, we work at Fendi. And on the weekends, we would go visit Giuseppe Zanotti, and he had let us stay at his castle. He called it the Castle. He taught me how to make heels. I actually, on the low, designed the double zipper Giuseppe Zanotti sneaker. Virgil was there the whole time taking notes. So I would take a shoe And there'd be one person I would think about that I want to show these shoes. It would be Kim. And I would go to her house.
Before she was your girl?
Yeah, before, yeah. I always picture this idea of like how she's going to the Met now and wearing these outfits and getting like, you know, Balenciaga. That was my language of love, to be styling. So I talked to Anna Wintour, the head of Vogue.
He's a genius, bro. He's a genius. Fashion icon. The shit they be wearing today, I don't know what happened. But he's a genius, bro. There's no... I got further evidence. We ain't done here, mother lovers. I got a lot of evidence showing how this nigga's a genius based on his words. And it's a stark comparison to the later half of the show, going into how crazy this bastard is. Okay? So let's show another reason before we move on to why he's a genius. Okay? Let's show why we love Kanye. Mainly for the controversy.
Drake is the greatest rapper ever.
And you said,
and I don't apologize about it.
You said in war he held fuck your baby's mother's mother?
Yeah, that was hard. That was hard.
Yeah, I was like, what's going on? What does that mean? What does that mean? Yeah. I mean, it's like we was confused.
You know what it means. So,
God damn it.
And I put like, Corey know what it means.
Corey, oh my God.
So,
and I suppose Corey is Kris Jenner's new boo thing. Okay. I guess that's how they get down. I heard Kris Jenner and then forced set up situation between Ray J and goddamn Kim K. So hey, I'm just saying the bitch is a little frisky. Okay? Even when it come down to her own children, her smashing Drake ain't beyond the pale of what the hell I done heard. This bitch is responsible for being with a man that decided to be a woman. Okay, and I'm not making no jokes here, but I'm just saying something wicked is going on over there where they're changing these niggas. Niggas that date the Kardashians are never the same. Okay, the only nigga who stuck double down was Tristan Thompson. That nigga refused. He was a nigga before. But after dealing with the Kardashians, he just came an outright nigga. Cheating, being a goddamn dog, not giving a fuck. He got some more that bitch, and then nigga kept going. Okay, cheating, got a whole nother baby mama out here telling the bitch, I ain't paying for shit, and you ain't gonna get much because I'm finna be unemployed, bitch. So, Lord have mercy. Niggas ain't the same after dating the Kardashian. Okay, Lamar Odom, Lord have mercy. Kanye West, Lord have mercy. Ray J ain't been the same. Ray J was goddamn smooth, a young man. You know, he obviously had the ladies and all that kind of bullshit. But Ray J wasn't the goddamn same after either. Okay? I don't know, maybe his IQ went down a little bit after dealing with that bitch. So we're gonna move forward and go into Kanye's geniusness when it comes down to marketing. See, he's a genius not in several different departments. Not only for some of his philosophy in his earlier times, but also the action behind his movements, the reason why he moves.
Kanye lived inside a stadium in Atlanta for the past 2 weeks to promote his currently unreleased album, Donda. Most recently, he held the second of 2 live stream listening parties where at the end of it, he levitated. This event was trending and created tons of headlines, specifically about the levitation.
So Kanye's using a strategy here called headlines. He's not just focused on the album, he's focused on the story of the album.
So headlines is something that we actually do. Before we'll even make a video, we'll sit down and write the headlines people would use to share the video. And one thing that you can do is try and write a tweet that someone would use to share your video. Because if you can't write that tweet, if it's difficult for you, it's going to be difficult for everyone else. And telling stories online is just all about creating conversation. So you want to make it easy for people to talk about what you're doing. And that's something Kanye does really well.
Also, let us know in the comments, like, are you a Kanye fan or not a Kanye fan, or
Kanye or nah?
And also, Donda Esta, the album. You know what I'm saying? Anyone? No? Okay, all right.
Thank you guys for helping me out and explaining the genius of Kanye West. Let's also go into Kanye West being ahead of his time.
Did I not go and get the exact girl that I wanted? Did I not start my family? Did I not ruffle the feathers of 2 presidents? Did I not make Louis Vuittons? Did people not line up at the Eazzy store? Did I not make the college dropout, late registration, graduation, 808s, Blueprint 1, Blueprint 3, Watch the Throne, Cruel Summer, and Yeezus if you like it or not?
I love that. I remember seeing that interview when it came out. I was like, yes! Yes, my nigga, yes! Yes. Did he not? You understand what I'm saying? That's the Kanye I love and miss. That's the Kanye I love and miss. Fuck destruction. I'm going to be me at the end of the day. And he's similar to that. But this person that Kanye West ended up becoming is not the one that I recognize in these videos. Now let's move into another thing called classism and his ideology on classism, which is the cousin of racism. And he expounds, before he even talks about this, he beautifully explains it in the song New Slaves, and how we as the society force and pressures you to buy the latest, nicest things, the latest Jordans, the latest Louis Vuitton, buying foreign objects that mean actually nothing to you, but it allows you to be accepted within society. So society puts this pressure on you. Hey, if you don't have these things, you're not important. You're not it. So in order to feel accepted, you have to buy all of these special things. You have to be up with the latest trends. When that is the problem with our society. So you have the poor class, which are fighting to get out of the poor class, but can't based on the actual structure that it is. You got the middle class that are trying to get into the higher class, but clearly is stuck in this cycle. Of course, they got to buy stuff to be accepted. The poor people can only buy whatever the hell they can. Middle class people are trying to become rich, but can't because they have to stay up with the latest trends. Then you have the rich people that have endless loads of this, flaunting this to the world, talking about this is what you need to have in order to be accepted, while also keeping all of the money and making themselves richer than everybody else. So what separates you from being this low of the dirt or being high value is based on your class. And that's how some women will look at men. Hey, I need the nigga that got a bag. He need to have the nicest car. He need to have the nicest everything for me to even think about talking to him. Let alone doing business with somebody. Oh yeah, this person needs to have some money for me to take him seriously. Fuck investing into me. He has to have his own thing before I even go deal with him. Let's see what Kanye West has to say about it.
We got this new thing called classism. It's racism's cousin. This is what we do to hold people back. This is what we do. And we got this other thing that's also been working for a long time where you don't have to be racist anymore. It's called self-hate. It works on itself. It's like real estate of racism. Where just like that, when someone comes up and says something like, I am a god, everybody says, who does he think he is? I just told you who I thought I was, a god. I just told you, that's who I think I am. Would it have been better if I had a song that said, I am a nigga? Or if I had a song that said, I'm a gangster? Or if I had a song that said, I am a pimp? All those colors and patinas fit better on a person like me, right? But to say you are a god, especially when you got shipped over to the country that you're in and your last name is a slave owner's. How could you say that? How could you have that mentality?
You ever heard of crab in a barrel mentality? In order to become a genius, you have to think outside of the box. In order to become successful and get into that rich class, you have to think outside of the box. So, the way society is structured, it's like a maze that continues to loop you right back around in the same position no matter how hard you try. Because we are taught to do as people have done before. Go to college, do this and that, even though you're going to end up in debt, which keeps you in a specific class. And most times once you get that college degree, you're still stuck with that debt and you get a job, that's still not going to be enough to pay for your bills and you to pay off all your debts and survive. It's a never-ending flow. So you have to do things that not everybody else has done in order to survive the loop of society, the prison of society. And that is the modern day racism, even though we currently have racism today. So while this is developing, because money is the root of all evil, you also have racism that has always been here. And for minorities, blacks, for sure, oh, this is the structure that we see building. Most of us just label it as racism, but it's the same type of systemic structure. That's why a lot of rich people in America are not minorities. Now, speaking of tradition, doing things like everybody else, let's see what Kanye West thinks about tradition.
I think people focus too much on the past and focus too much on regret. Even like when you deal with schools, like you take like the slave idea. My point is, I've heard of history class. I've never heard of a class that breaks down how you balance a checkbook or how you control your finances, which my father never taught me that. And I've never heard of future class. So they keep us so focused on history that we start to believe that it actually repeats itself. And we become overly traditional and we can't advance as a race of beings. We get too caught up in the past and what everyone's saying and what everyone's tweeting. And sometimes you just have to be fearless enough to break the simulation.
Just very similar to what I'm talking about. The never-ending maze loop that you get trapped in. Because society will structure you. And in order to make it out of that specific class, in order to be successful, vastly, you must break the mold. Do something that is unnormal to separate yourself from the herd, from the pack, from the crabs in the barrel. Trying to pull your ass back down. It's deep. It's deep. And some people say, oh, I don't understand Kanye. I'm his biggest goddamn fan. And as a fan, I have a right to express my disappointment. YouTube took a video down, and it was about Kanye West being a damn coon. YouTube took it down and claimed that it was under harassment, cyberbullying, and some other bullshit. I don't know. It was a video on Kanye West, Joe Budden, and Tucker Carlson, who are all public figures. And that's cyberbullying. That's harassment. So if that's the case, YouTube, if you're taking my videos down based on that premise, then you need to take all the blog site videos down talking about these same people. The only thing I said was, well, something needs to happen. I didn't expound and expand on, something needs to happen. So I don't know what, but something needs to happen. I'm sick of that bastard. I'm talking about Tucker Carlson. I didn't threaten him. Oh, the other one was threatened. I threatened people. I didn't threaten nobody. I watched that whole clip, didn't see nothing wrong. Confused because it didn't correlate. Well, I appealed the shit. Y'all rejected immediately. Oh, wow. Maybe I'm pissing some people up top. Who knows? Hell, this video could get taken down, and I'm a goddamn fan. That's why I'm starting off this show expressing how much I love him. Because it's true. I love Kanye West. I'm disappointed in the shift that he has turned. So let's look at a recent video on supposedly his purpose. And you tell me if it makes sense that whatever the hell he's saying makes sense to you as far as being his purpose in life.
But we live for it. We're living for the battle. And what's the battle for? Life itself. Our children. They're killing us through the food. They're killing us through the content. They're killing us through the programming, but God is alive and is alive in all of us, and we will overcome.
No, that is all true what he said, right? But the idea that God will fix all of this based on history, based on events, catastrophic things that have happened, human race are killing ourselves. Now, I'm not trying to debate religiousness, but Kanye West don't say no shit like that. God is gonna, is gonna see us through this. He's always been religious, but he's always been a man that didn't have to resort to faith based on his beliefs. It was our human experiences. Yes, the power of God he has expressed, but never the purpose of his life and the bad things that are going on because we're fighting for life. God is going to see us through. That has never been Kanye West. I was quite confused multiple times when watching this clip. Because I'm like, wait, the purpose in life? His purpose in life? Okay, all right. Let's go into what he feels is the most powerful thing. And it ain't money.
The ultimate power is position. It's not money, it's position, because someone in between or at a higher position could determine your fate, and they could have way less money.
That's the deepest shit ever. And that's a recent clip. So I understand that the genius of Kanye West is still there. It's still there. How somebody that's an exec in a company, Kanye West comes up trying to get into the fashion industry. They hear all this controversy that he has and what he stands for, and was like, "Hey, nah, he's just a rapper. Well, let's not give him the max or give him a fair deal. Let's limit him here on a certain amount of shoes. I'm talking about Nike. Let's limit him here on a certain amount of shoes, and we dictate how many times he can release. We're not going to treat him like all of the other people that we treat as far as these athletes out here, because he's just a rapper." I guarantee you the person that made that decision, Kanye West had more money in the bank than that bastard. I guarantee it. And that's what he's talking about. That's what he's talking about. Now, let's see what Kanye West has to say about life.
Elite life advice from Kanye West that will help you stop overthinking.
If every time someone asks you a question, you try to say the right answer, your entire life is a test. And when did you have the most anxiety in grammar school and high school? No question. On test day. No question. So your entire life become this test. I ain't trying to say the right answer. I am just doing what I feel. My mama said trying is failing.
There is no ifs, woulds, coulds, shoulds. It just is, and we just are.
Wow. Wow. Life is nothing but a test. That's all life is. You're going good, life is going well, and then a wrench gets thrown in there. You get thrown off. Something catastrophic happens. That's life. That sure is life. And it's all about how you respond. The thing as a boxing fan is we love to see a mug get knocked down. Even our fighters that we love, just to see them get back up and beat the hell out of that person. We like to see people get tested. It's a big thing in boxing. Let's see how he responds to adversity. That's what separates people who are successful versus people who aren't. People who are successful will take a test, fail it, learn from it, and make do differently when the next test comes up or the next opportunity comes up. They don't allow failure to dictate who they are and what they are. They allow failure to teach them. That's all life is. It's trial and error. But it's based on the idea of progression. And a lot of people aren't seeking progression. And that's what separates a lot of people. When it comes down to these live streams, I'm trying to find little increment things that I can make the show better. Implementing things here and there, changing the show on a whim based on a complete different idea. This is a recent clip that I'm going to show next of Kanye West, and it's what he feels about everybody. Rich, poor, collectively.
We should degrade the rich. Everybody is dirt. Everybody on the same level beneath God. Because we'll hop over.
That was all. I wasn't ready. Good.
You know, we'll walk over a homeless person to get to the Gucci store.
Nigga, I'll walk over a homeless person to get to the goddamn gas station. And I'm going to have a live stream at some point about why I can't stand them stinking bastards. I don't feel sorry for homeless people. And that's sad. It's also sad that the homeless people live the way they are and scheme and scam in order to survive. There was one homeless nigga that told me, yeah, I'm getting a settlement in. I said, word, okay. I was like, here's a question. Why are you actually out here? Like, why are you out here? Oh, I just lost everything, and I just haven't had a chance to get back on my feet, and this and that. I said, okay. Well, damn, next time you come to some situation, you can get out of this situation. You don't have to stay here. You don't have to walk around in the goddamn wheelchair and act like everything. You don't have to do that, brother. You don't have to scheme. This nigga walking around, kept pushing a goddamn wheelchair. Okay, but when he's trying to get money, he's sitting around. I've seen the nigga walking around, sitting in the damn wheelchair scrolling. What the hell? This nigga walk in my damn location store every goddamn day. Moment a nigga around come with some money, he's sitting in that motherfucker smooth than a bastard like he been sitting there the whole time. Scheming like hell. And also, the nigga comes back to me and be like, yeah, I got my settlement. The nigga still is homeless today. So I don't want to hear about feeling bad for fuck them niggas. I don't feel bad for homeless people. Y'all niggas are responsible. Y'all stay in that shit. You stay in that loop. I was homeless before. But if that makes me dirt, I stand with you, brother. Let's also go into how Kanye West made billions of dollars.
How did Kanye West go from $53 million in debt to $6.6 billion in net worth? In 2016, after releasing The Life of Pablo, West announced that he was $53 million in debt, asking Mark Zuckerberg to invest in his ideas. However, just 2 years later, West was out of debt just through his deal with Adidas, which was paying him over $100 million annually in royalties. Now, Eazzy has a sneaker and clothing deal with Adidas and Gap that, according to Bloomberg, is worth as much as $4.7 billion. Kanye's lawyer provided a balance sheet which shows that he has another $1.7 billion in other assets, including a stake in Kim Kardashian's underwear line and his music catalog, which is worth an estimated $110 million. Finally, Kanye has another $122 million just in cash and stocks.
So, based on that section, we understand Kanye West is not only an intellectual genius, but he's also a creative genius. Once again, I feel like I am an intellectual genius, and I'm also a creative genius. It's just my work hasn't been seen on a vast scale like Kanye West has. There's a lot more geniuses out there than we realize. So, that answers the first question. Let's also go into the second part. Now, this is when Kanye West starts to shift. First off, he has a mental breakdown when rumors come out that him and Kim Kardashian is potentially going through a divorce. She gets robbed in Paris, okay? A lot of other crazy shit happens. And it then repeats itself after the rumors came again. And she actually she actually divorced him.
I married the best rapper of all time. Yeah. Not only that, he's the richest black man in America, a talented, legit genius who gave me 4 incredible kids. So, when I divorced him, you have to know it came down to just one thing: his personality.
And here, a lot of us niggas has lost bitches based on our goddamn personalities. A lot of us niggas are arrogant. That's why I cling so tight to Kanye West, because I see a lot of similarities in myself and him. I cling so tight when it comes down to me and my pride. Just like Kanye West. Some of our ideologies about classism, about racism, before, at one point, were similar. So, once Kim Kardashian finally gets done with him, she started dealing with goddamn Pete Davidson. Pete Davidson is piping this bitch like there's no tomorrow. She just said, fuck Kanye West. I'm fucking with Pete. Kanye West called this nigga Skeet. The worst decision in history. That shit was, don't ever refer to the nigga that's smashing your wife Skeet. And at this point, she was fucking this nigga, and that was still your wife. Y'all wasn't divorced. So Kanye West plays the game and decides to get a girlfriend. And this is what Kim Kardashian felt about his girlfriend and him having one.
He's been also dating some women that he's been dating. I mean, kind of like look like either they were huge fans of yours, or you were an inspiration, or even kind of dressed like you or tried to. Does that make you feel weird, the like look-alike vibe?
No, I mean, I just want him to be happy. And like she seems like the sweetest. Like, I'm just, whatever makes you happy, I don't care what it is. I think that it'll reflect in your life and your, in your work, in your everything, and how you are a parent. So as long as he's happy, I'm genuinely just want that, truly.
Sounded like she moved on. And how quickly it was, seems like she moved on fairly quickly. Which means she was done with him way before the shit even became public. She already said it came down to one thing, his personality. Him having these mental breakdowns was too much for her to handle. And I don't think she really loved him from the beginning. She seen a rich, successful, well-established black man, which has been her MO, basketball players, all these top-notch niggas, and was like, hey, this nigga's the most lucrative one. Hell, we could do some things here. Decided to have kids, which keep this nigga pockets along with hers. That was all the plan. And then left this nigga when she got everything she could get. The word came out. He got $6.3 billion. This bitch bailed right before the shit came out. You know they already knew about it before it got public. Oh, I'm taking half of that shit. I'm not here to nag on Kim Kardashian, but I'm just saying. She didn't really love that nigga. Look at her response. He getting bitches that look just like her. She get a white man. She ain't dating niggas that look like Kanye West. Kanye West don't look like no kind of nigga she ain't ever dated. She go to Pete after leaving a grown, old-looking man. She go to this young whippersnapper who's busting this bitch to the windows to the wall. And I just want him to be happy. Okay, I don't want him to have mental breakdown problems because I need him to keep rolling this money in so I can get child support and money for this nigga for the rest of my life. So I need this nigga to be happy and not piss everybody off and potentially get his ass canceled so that won't fuck up my children and my pockets. I'm just saying. This bitch don't give a fuck about Kanye. And this nigga is crazy insane. He said, did I not go get the girl that I absolutely wanted? Did I not have a family and start a family on my own? Now this man has daughters. Let's see how he feels about his daughter. Because this is the turning point in Kanye West, where he made the switch from what he was to this new person. Now, let's see. Because when you play with niggas' kids and you do things with niggas' kids, that makes a nigga go crazy.
It's two things I said. Tell her security not finna be in between me and my kids. And also tell her don't have my daughter wearing lipstick on TikTok or don't have on TikTok at all if I'm not gonna approve that. And I said it after it was done without me knowing. And then it happened again. So I feel like it's some poking the bear trying to antagonize me or create this like crazy narrative.
I've said before in previous live streams covering Kanye West, nigga, they already set the seeds to your demise. While you playing these motherfucking games, they gonna get your ass up out of here. They gonna taunt you, they gonna antagonize you to act crazy. And you follow up, double down with the shit, posting all kinds of shit on the internet, acting a whole ass fool, wearing white lives matter. And you wonder why we look at you like a goddamn joke. And now this bitch is playing with you when it comes down to your kids, not even confining you. What you have a right to dictate. If you don't want your daughter on TikTok, you have a right. And for them to say fuck you shows you how they think about you and your power as the father. Now I understand getting the house close to Kim Kardashian's house so that transportation, if the kids ever need to come over, if there's ever a situation where you need to be close, you are close. I understand that. Oh, but he's acting crazy. Oh, I just need him to leave us alone. Oh, he had to get liposuction. He needs medication. Oh, he's having a mental breakdown. They want you to do something fucking crazy so they can make money off of your ass, write a book off of your ass, and live to tell the damn story. You gotta see it coming, brother. You gotta see it coming. So you wonder why we laugh at you when you try to do serious things and talk about serious things.
When I run for president in 2024, we're going to definitely know what y'all laughing at. When I run for president in 2024, we would have created so many jobs that I'm not going to run, I'm going to walk.
Now, that statement that you were preparing for, when I become president, that would have been a bar. But the crowd took that away from you. This stupid nigga. And this is another reason why we laugh at your ass.
The answer to why I wrote White Lives Matter on a shirt is because they do. It's the obvious thing.
Yeah. He actually went to Instagram after the White Lives Matter sweatshirt debacle and posted, a paragraph or so that he was writing saying, nobody supported me when I was telling the world that I didn't have any space to go and see my kids, and that the whole thing was happening with the Kardashian family where he was being held away from his kids. He wasn't told where his kid's birthday party was being held. And he's saying, we live in a society that is telling me that fatherhood is important and that it's important for black dads to be with their kids and really shaming black fathers for not being with their children. But when he, as famous as he is, tries to go to the media and says, hey, I'm trying to be with my children. I'm trying to be next to them. I'm trying to be a fatherly figure for them. Nobody says a word. But the second I throw on a White Lives Matter sweatshirt, everybody's up in arms and has something to say and has the energy to bring down a black man.
Bullshit. I call grade A bullshit. And I'm using that clip in fair use. Bullshit. Let's not do that. Let's not do that. Kanye West cannot have this victimized personality, and we're going to cover that too. This it's okay for me to wear a White Lives Matter t-shirt because y'all didn't come to my defense when they were trying to keep my daughter away from me. Nigga, what defense did we come to when it came down to Tyrese crying? What else do you want from me? This nigga's fighting to be in his fucking daughter's life, and the nigga became a meme. It's hard out here for us fathers. It's either two options that you are, especially if you black. One option, you are a father trying to be in your kid's life, and the mother is keeping that kid away from that father. No matter what he's do, the mother is trying equally as hard to keep him out of that kid's life. And then you have the father that simply don't give a damn and will leave that child, which a lot of us black people growing up have experienced that. Those are the two options as black people. And society could give a fuck about either or. And what, you want niggas to come to your motherfucking defense when they going through the same shit, when nobody else is helping them, standing up to their defense? Hell, when I had my child, they didn't confide in me in shit. Oh, well, do you want his last name to be Lloyd? Well, you got to sign this stating that you want his last name to be Lloyd, mother. I'm sitting right there the whole fucking time. They didn't give a fuck about me. They had to sign something saying that my son is going to have my last name. So fathers out here, you don't mean shit. Not to society. So no, I'm not going to use that excuse, oh, we didn't come to his defense, that's why it's okay for him to wear a White Lives Matter. That is a deflection. And a poor excuse of one. Oh, he want to be the victim. Oh, okay. Okay, well, let's see what Kanye West has to say at some point later down about victimized mindsets. But let's go on what Kanye West's father had to say about the White Lives Matter t-shirt.
You know, my dad is an educated ex-Black Panther, and he put a text to me today. He said, "White lives matter, ha, 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 ha." And I said, I thought the shirt was a funny shirt. I thought the idea of me wearing it was funny. And I said, "Dad, what do you think it was funny?" He said, just a Black man stating the obvious.
So you said that your father said when he saw the shirt, "White Lives Matter," it's great to see a Black man stating the obvious. So by which I think you meant that's obviously true.
Yeah, that's my favorite response, because I kept on thinking, like, you know, people, they're looking for an explanation, and people say, well, as an artist, you don't have to give an explanation, but as a leader, you do.
Yes, I think that's right.
So the answer to why I wrote "White Lives Matter" on a shirt is because they do. It's the obvious.
As the leader that you are, bro, we don't need you to say that. What you stood for, what I've showed in this video as to why we love you, as to why you're so valued, and we call you and mirror what you say as far as you being a genius, is because of your stances, your belief, regardless of whatever everybody else thinks, your belief and how steadfast and strong you are. Just for you to up and sell out. Now let me break down this last clip. Tucker bitch ass Carlson, whoever the hell. Kanye West says, yeah, my father said it's just a Black man it's just a Black man stating the obvious. Tucker Carlson then right after says, okay, so what you're saying is your father said it was great that a Black man wore a shirt that says "White Lives Matter," stating the obvious. It was great. First off, and then motherfucking Kanye West coon ass was like, that was my favorite part about it. That was my favorite response. And you missed that, Kanye. You don't understand. Tucker Carlson is the most racist newscast ever upon ever. The nigga was worse than Bill O'Reilly, and Bill O'Reilly was the most racist bastard I've ever seen. Blatantly. Tucker Carlson. It was great that a black, that nigga didn't say that. He didn't say great. There's two different meanings from ha ha ha. It's a Black man stating the obvious. And it's great that a Black man is stating the obvious. That white lives matter. Those are two different things. And you get on national television with a nigga that has said racial shit about all minorities, calling the people that stormed the Capitol of January 6th, bitch, patriots. And you let this nigga tell you it's a great thing. And your coon ass is like, Now, forget what the hell I'm saying about him wearing a White Lives Matter t-shirt. Let's see a man who's more relaxed, less ignorant than my black ass.
How do you feel about Kanye West saying white lives matter?
I'm sipping on that DeLeon by Diddy. It's owned by a black man, right? And I just heard your last man that was up here, right? Him and Kanye West high as giraffe pussy. He's helping him push that bullshit ass narrative that, oh, I have this freedom of speech, so I should say what I want when I'm emotional. Bro, because at the end of the day, black lives really matter. Fuck Black Lives Matter, the organization, for the money that they stole, but black lives really matter, champ.
You heard me say that in the last live stream. One of the live streams about slavery. Fuck the organization. Fuck them motherfuckers. It's about what the saying is. That black lives actually matter. I've also went into depth of what white lives matter mean. And it's a response that are chanted by neo-Nazi racist people. in response to Black Lives Matter. Why the nigga is wearing Yeezys on his goddamn feet. So, sounds right on cue with what the hell I'm saying. So, Kanye West goes on Drink Champs and starts talking out the side of this nigga's raggedy ass mouth. And now I'm starting to think that this nigga, Kanye West, has an agenda.
I watched the George Floyd documentary that Candace Owens put up. One of the things that his two roommates said was, they want a tall guy like me. They want a tall guy like me. And the day when he died, he said a prayer for, 8 minutes. Mm-hmm. He said a prayer for 8 minutes. If you look, the guy's knee wasn't even on his neck like that. When he said mama is his girlfriend. They said he screamed for his mama. Mama was his girlfriend. It's in the documentary.
Now, why the fuck, even if you believe that, why the fuck would you say that? The killing of George, as if it's a goddamn joke, a conspiracy theory. Oh, if you listen to the Candace Owens, bitch, are you serious? Are you serious, Kanye? When we watched the fucking video, horrified. Not only that, but people were out there trying to tell the police officer to get off of his neck. You see George Floyd literally trying to struggle, lifting his head up, and see the police officer dig that knee directly back in the back of his neck. You've seen him lose his breath. You've seen him take his last breath. Not only that, but medical experts had came down and confirmed that this man had died from a knee being put in the back of his head. Since you want to be controversial, white people, the neo-Nazis is like, yeah, good shit. Yep. Not only that, but the police officers actually went to jail. It's seeming more like you got an agenda, Kanye. It seems more like you're trying to appeal to a specific demographic. The Trump supporters, the racist neo-Nazi people in America. The conservative people who don't experience the same thing your black ass and my black ass and every black ass in America experience. You're here talking to a well-known, all the neo-Nazis watch Tucker Carlson. All of them. And you sit here and have a goddamn interview and let this nigga get away with saying that your father, your father said. So what your nigger ass is saying, because I'm going to clear it up for the white people out here, your father said it was great. Great for a goddamn black man to be stating the obvious wearing a White Lives Matter t-shirt. Your coon ass is like, master, When that's not what the fuck your father said. Let's also go into the fact that this nigga starts talking about Jewish people. Why the hell, Lord? Why the hell are you talking about Jewish people? According to TMZ, this motherfucker said that he loved Hitler and Nazis, which I didn't hear that until me doing this damn research. Why are you going after Jewish people? Talking in the drink club, talking about how black people, how you're control, Jewish people control everything.
But it's a beautiful fucking week. It's mid-fucking month, and we're ready to go. 1, 2, 3. Interesting week last week. Kanye went off the fucking wagon, whatever the fuck medication they had that cocksucker on.
Level of like oppression, Parisian proper, like next level, you know, France owns 80% of African banks level colonization, oppression.
He abandoned ship on that motherfucker, guys. He's talking stuff about Jews. They're concerned. The bank threw him out. Dog, when the bank throws you out, we got a fucking problem.
I'm not going to let you guys kill me.
Let's not also forget, this same motherfucker. Now hold up, because I don't know if my volume is on or not. I'm scared because it's acting like it did when the audio was all acting like a whole asshole, and I spent an hour and 45 minutes on some bullshit. Just know the show is almost over. The show's almost over. We not finna spend an hour and 45 minutes. I cut the motherfucker in half. Because I'm going to have to do a separate live stream on the timeline of Kanye West, which deserves its own live stream that is coming tonight. So stay tuned, you ugly bastards. Okay? So, this nigga go on Drink Champions and talk about fucking Jewish people. Let's not also forget Tucker Carlson. He talked that same shit to Tucker Carlson. And Tucker Carlson had to cut that shit out. Because that nigga in the Fox News Network ain't trying to get canceled. They ain't trying to get canceled, goddammit. But they let the White Lives Matter, that bullshit, fly. Black people are not valued the same. Nowhere near. And let's see, for Jewish people, how they respond to it. Especially one, Jamie Lee Curtis.
I woke up and burst into tears. DEFCON 3 on Jewish people? What are you doing? This is, it's bad enough that fascism is on the rise around the world, but on Twitter, on a portal, to pour that in as if Jewish people haven't had it hard enough.
I've interviewed you a number of times.
So many times.
I have never seen your eyes well up in anger like that.
I literally, I woke up and I thought, my grandparents?
Yeah. Yeah.
It's just abhorrent.
Yeah.
It's abhorrent behavior. I hope he gets help. I hope his children get help from him.
Wow.
It's terrible.
Yeah. It's been it's caused a ton of reaction. And
if we aren't reacting, who are we?
Yeah.
What does it say about people who aren't reacting?
Yeah.
Who woke up and read that and thought,
now, Kanye West go on the fucking Drink Champions and talk about how this bitch, that clip, how she said his kids should be taken away from him. And he was so mad. She's saying, brother, you need help. You need help, and your kids, as a result, will need help. By the assistance of you getting yourself help. She wasn't saying have your kids removed from you. Not unless I'm missing some information where she actually said that the kids should be taken away. But to my understanding, this is all I got here. And you go and trash this bitch's name, get drunk, and start talking crazy. It sounds like you are trying to appeal to neo-Nazis, to racist, alt-right people. Because, hey, they don't give a fuck about Nazis. I'm sorry, Jewish people. They don't give a fuck about black people. They don't give a fuck about Mexicans. And we got some Mexicans out here confused on their own goddamn kind. Some Mexicans out here are racist as hell and Trump supporters them goddamn selves. Racist against blacks like there's no tomorrow. Not understanding during separate but equal times, them motherfuckers would have been drinking out of the same fountains our raggedy black asses were. They wouldn't have been drinking out the whites only. It's clear, whites only. So when you embolden them, when you speak about black lives, and you have the support of black people based on the certain stances that you have, and you go and do some contocracy shit like this, it makes them feel emboldened. Oh yeah, these black people leader here, yeah, he's on our side. He is on our side. So, let's see how Kanye West feels about people thinking he turned his back on the community.
What do you say to people that say you turned your back on the culture or
Exactly,
black people?
100%. I have turned my back on the idea of victimization mentality. We are locked up. We went from 1 and 4. We went from 1 and 4 to 1 and 3. But we always pointing at the white people, but yet we want to spend all of our money on foreigns. We want to spend all our money on luxury as opposed to going and buying some land. America is for sale, and there's a lot of barren land. Disney bought a lot of it in Florida. But the culture has you focused so much on fucking somebody bitch and pulling up in a foreign and rapping about things that could get you locked up and then saying you about prison reform. Like, it's, bro, we brainwashed out here, bro.
And not only are we brainwashed, but your black ass is brainwashed. Because last time I checked, nigga, didn't you try that same victimized mentality when you talking about, a deflection from White Lives Matter, how the black community didn't come up to you and support you when you were going through your troubles? I just explained that situation. How it's hard out here for fathers who are actually trying. There's either two other ways that you can be as a black, let alone a minority, as a father. That ain't no fucking excuse. And you just said, it's the victimized mentality. So yeah, he just told us, yeah, he turned his back. Hell yeah, he did. And it looks like he made a complete 180-degree turn in the other direction. We've been there for you, Kanye. Let's not forget when you went your coon ass over to the damn Sway show, talking about how Sway didn't have the goddamn answers and how you want to be this big known person that has generational wealth, which you currently have, but yet you doing stupid shit. And you go to this nigga show with this kind of energy.
I am the #1 most impactful artist of our generation. I am Shakespeare in the flesh. Walt Disney, Nike, Google.
You telling this motherfucker to shut up. Disrespecting this nigga on his show. He's talking about, yeah, man, you just got to go out and do it on your own. You got the name. I lost hundreds of thousands of dollars. Kanye West says, no, you don't got the answers, Sway. You ain't got the how, Sway. You ain't got the answers. You talking about hundreds of thousands of dollars. I'm talking about being $53 million in debt. You don't have the same losses that I have. So this nigga goes to these big corporations, gets fucked in the ass by Nike, get fucked in the ass by Adidas, get fucked in the ass by Gap, then decide that he's gonna go independent, and then admit, yeah, Sway, you had the answers all along. You had the answers all along, Sway. While you cuddling up to these motherfuckers, systemic racist motherfuckers, how are they helping you? Would you think they're gonna support you like we have been? When we have your back? Yeah, right. This motherfucker has went insane. Listen to this bullshit on his ideology about listening to certain people.
This is Instagram. This is the information highway. It's no more. And I talk to these heads, you know what I'm saying? These like older dudes that run companies. And it's hilarious to me. I only listen to people who are younger than me. These are the only people with ideas. You cannot give me any advice. You can help me. You can support Donda. You can cut a check. You can help me build some infrastructure. But I have the ideas. No one older than me has a better idea than me because I'm the only 36-year-old me. I'm the most relevant voice on the planet Earth. So don't try to tell me anything. Help me. Help me. Help other people.
The way you can help other people, nigga, is by helping yourself. You looking for a motherfucking handout. And that's one-way ticket to slavery. You know that. You know that. The smartest advice was given to a nigga that you disrespected on his own show. You ain't got the answer, Sway. Hey, man, just take your money, invest it into your own shit, put it out, set the price however you want to, take the losses and keep going. But you ain't got the answer, Sway. And now this nigga's a fucking billionaire. Oh, yeah, you're right. You're right. Damn it, I should have listened to you all along. You're right. Kanye West has changed before our eyes. And in this whole video, I've showed you that. I'm disappointed. I'm saddened. Because this is the coontocracy that this nigga has turned into. This is not the same Kanye that we have learned to love. And some racist white people are standing up for this nigga because he's talking and cuddling with the same people that y'all motherfuckers look up to. What happens if y'all fucking leaders decide to make a 180-degree turn in the other direction and start supporting black lives, supporting minorities? So, to answer that question, the last question, has Kanye West, is he going fucking crazy? Yeah, he is. He done lost his rabbit ass mind. And he will pay for it. At some point. Either by doing something catastrophic and crazy, and these people already got the narrative that he's lost his fucking mind. He's going to embarrass himself, damage his credibility and his name, continuing running for president. Please, brother, stop, okay? God damn it, you my nigga, but I will never vote for you in a presidential election. When my motherfucking ancestors done fought for our rights to vote, I'm not finna waste it for voting for your motherfucking ass just for you to have a nervous breakdown after learning some critical secrets to keep us damn safe. God damn it, I'm not finna, hell no. You are too mentally unstable. Stop it. Stop it. Because the politics that you plan is not it. When you in need, oh, the black people, yeah, you know, this white bitch is fucking my damn, this white nigga. Yeah, she chose white over me. But then you go and cuddle up with Tucker Carlson, talking shit about Jews, wearing a White Lives Matter shirt, kissing up to these motherfuckers. Bro, pick a side. And today, you have no choice but to. You can't straddle in the middle. Because of how divided we are, it's either you on one side or you on the other. Sorry. Hold up. Hold up, goddammit. I done pushed the wrong goddamn button. But it's either you on one side or the motherfucking other. All I have to say is God bless America. God bless you, Kanye West. You done lost your nappy-headed mind. I hope you get with a soulful sister that pulls you back into our reality. But goddamn it, it'll have to be a crazy bitch to have to put up with your ass and change your motherfucking ass. We need the old Kanye West back, not this crazy bastard. And with that being said, this is the end of the show. I love y'all, and I'm out.
I'm so obsessed with the quest that it is so absurd. I hope I don't end up in the back of a hearse. I'm focused on my time that I